experience.
Alrighty, peace and love, family. It's my honor to introduce to you our host and star player for tonight. She has many accolades and has accomplished a lot throughout her life. She was the best in her field while navigating in corporate America. She's CEO and founder of Future You, a consulting practice where she provides her expert consulting abilities along with a wide range of products that can not only help your business grow, but also help you to evolve as a person. Tonight, she has added author to her many accomplishments. Can y'all please help me welcome author Ms. Vontreece Needle.
Hey y'all. How y'all like that spoken word?
All right, I love that.
Okay.
I thought it was really her singing. I thought that was my teacher.
Okay, so we're going to do a quick interview, just introduce her to, some of you guys might not know her. I know a lot of you guys know of her. So we're going to do like a quick interview.
Okay. Fantastic. Free.
Okay, so the first thing I wanted to ask you is what inspired you to write Rebranding You?
So much. It took me a lifetime, I would say, to write Rebranding You. I would say life started feeling unnatural to me. I was going to work, coming home, being a wife, being a mom, start over. Wake up, do it again. And I just felt like I was outgrowing where I was. And I was like, I want to do something different. I always wanted to write. I just didn't know what to write. So I started asking myself, what to write? Who am I? Let's start there. And I couldn't answer that question outside of work. I was like, okay, I've been so many roles, for so many people, but nothing for myself. And so I said, it's time for me to rebrand myself at this point. So I would say writing the book was more or less of a journey for myself, that I found that as I started connecting with so many people, that they actually needed it too. So I said, instead of it being just a book, let's make it a guide. And so there are pieces that I'm still working on this. We all are. And so I'm just an evidence of nobody's perfect, but you are perfect in your own way at the same time. And so I wanted to write that book as a guide. And it's a slow book. It's not a book that you read front to back. If you do, it wasn't meant for you. Because some people can't get off of chapter 1.
Come on now.
Okay? And that's true.
It's most definitely an interactive book. Very much so.
Very much so. And you may have to answer the questions again on chapter 1 3 times before you actually move on to chapter 2. So I would say rewriting the book was just me going through my own experience and just figuring it out as I was writing for myself, but this was for some others as well.
So it helped you navigate.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the next question I want to ask is, what do you hope for readers to take away from you?
Power, confidence, courage. You can do it too. A lot of us in this room are unhappy. We're not in the place that we want to be in. The world is changing. I don't know if everybody is not watching. They say turn the TV on. That's because a lot of people have it's causing a lot of mental health issues. Life is changing for a lot of people. I did some statistics and found out that over 600,000 Black women in leadership have lost their jobs and don't know where to go from here. And it's one of the things I've always said, you have to have a hobby. Some of the products you see in those days, that's part of my hobby, y'all. Just part of my secret, spoken word, part of my secret of things that I love to do. And, it's a part of the rebranding process. But I hope that people walk away with power, confidence that you can do it. There is no limit when you're in charge. Nobody else is in charge of you. Not even your company, your boss. Nobody's in charge of how far you can go when it's on you. Also want people to get accountability out of it. As I started, I said, I'm still working on pieces that's in that book too. That's a part of my accountability. And even having this event, yeah, I'm a Virgo, I'm a little over the top, yes, I know. But it's holding me accountable to run this business. Once I announce this to the world that I'm running this business, I have to run it. It's just what I gotta do. And I've always had this as a mission, as a chief of staff, as a business manager, as a chief operating officer. People came to me a lot. We had a joke at one company while I had an office, all the way in the back corner. They couldn't put me over in the corner. It was nice gigs, but everybody came to me for advice and counsel. I didn't know why at that time, but I enjoyed it. I felt fulfilled and I was mentoring and coaching people. But that wasn't all of my job. My job was a lot of numbers, advising leaders, trying to tell them what to say, how to say it. I was in the background a lot. But I was more fulfilled with helping people. And so I decided it's time for me to hold myself accountable. And I want to make sure that this book also holds you accountable. So whatever you write in that book in pen, don't erase it. Even if you have to scratch it out and say that's not me today, tomorrow something's different. Hold yourself accountable. And just know that there are no limits.
Okay, so I want to ask you, what is your favorite chapter or quote from your book?
I can't. It's hard, because once everybody starts reading the book, chapter 10 is like really my favorite chapter. And the reason why that chapter particularly was my favorite was because that's when I was able to understand source, God, universe, whatever people call it in this world, and versus my higher self, me, and what we're really supposed to be living for. A lot of us are just living, existing, and that's about it. And now it's time for us to really live in truth, honesty, and really not just living for God, because let's be honest, God doesn't exist, whether you're here or not, okay? At this point, it's all on you to do greater things. And that's what chapter 10 was about. But I would say page 87. I'm going to go to page 87. I'm going to read page 87. Okay. Which is not chapter 10.
Everybody turn to about chapter 87.
87. That is chapter 5. And it's called, and chapter 5 is Designing Your Rebrand. A vision without structure fades into fantasy. Designing your rebranding is about turning inspiration into framework, aligning your actions, habits, and presence with the identity of your higher self. Think of it this way. When a company rebrands, they don't just change the logo. They shift the language, the colors, the culture, and the customer experience. So in the same way, your personal rebrand touches every part of your life. How you speak to yourself, how you treat your body, how you spend your time, and how you show up for others. So, imagine your life as a house. Your higher self is the architect, And this chapter is the actual blueprint. Without the design, you'll keep rearranging furniture in the house that was never built for who you are becoming. So what I want you to take from that is purpose. You're going to hear me say that a lot, because you really can't rebrand yourself until you really understand what your actual purpose is in life. And you just don't want to keep rearranging the furniture to try to make it fit. If it don't fit, that means it's outside of yourself. Okay? If you got to rearrange or leave it behind. And sometimes leaving things behind hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. People, places, things that you do, it may hurt, but it's all for your good. Make sure it's all for your good. Your intentions matter more and just as equal as your words. So that's what I would say. It's my favorite part.
Okay, so the next thing I would like to ask you is, what advice would you give to inspire writers?
Just write. Don't worry about what fits with what chapter. Don't worry about the chapters. Just write. Take your time. You know, and be true to yourself in all the words that you put down. These are words that's gonna be here even when I'm gone. And I had to stand behind every single word that was in this book, because it's gonna live on like we have many books that live on that matter. And so I wanted to make sure that I tell you, when you write truth. Tell the truth. Don't be afraid of the truth. Don't be afraid of your own truth. Write it. Otherwise it's stuck here and it's not helping others. It's not helping you, and it's not helping anybody else. So just do it. Just do it like that.
Okay, so the final question is, what's next for you? Stay tuned.
This is the first book.
Okay, what did you say?
The second one is already on the way. The third one is already on the way. I'm a writer. I wrote for leaders. So a lot of the stuff you probably saw on the news from financial institutions, I wrote. You know, when they read it, I would come home and say, I didn't watch the movie. So I'm happy. They ain't really that with it. But I would say, yeah, more writing is coming. I will be hitting the road after this, because I said if I was going to run a business, I was going to do what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, when I wanted to do it. You know, I spent some time at home, because I did need corporate America. Because I don't just believe in myself, I know myself. And so from that, I will be leaving to Atlanta next week. After that, looks like I'm maybe picking up and going to New York too, in March. But I want you guys to get used to this place too, because I will be doing workshops here as well. A lot of the people in this room, there's some similar people in this room that's doing some similar things as well. We want everybody to keep going. You know, the more we do together, collaborate together, the better we can build up, especially our people. You know, everybody in this room, as far as spending and working here, so I'm glad businesses from the campus come. I wanted to make sure that I use my talent, you know. And what an experience it was just playing. Literally, I think we spent weeks playing. I called them, they were available, let's go. And I just said what I want. The Lord Fairs was right there. You know, Candace State right there. Martin was right there. My famous and favorite DJ Holmes, right there. You know. You know, well, oh, good. So we've been definitely going to be doing a lot. So I would say stay tuned. I'm on social media. Definitely look me up on Instagram, TikTok. And I do have some speaking stuff that I will be doing as well. So writing for that as well. I try to tailor per event what's going on. I don't want to walk in with just a canned speech. I don't do that. I never told them to do that. So I'm not going to do that. So whatever is going on in the atmosphere, what's going on in the world, you're going to hear me talk about it. I'm going to tell the truth. Truth hurts. Truth is not always fun. Feels good. Feels good. But we're going to definitely do a lot this year. I will be hopefully hiring as well, and working with local colleges and high school. I got my high school volunteers over here interning with me, did volunteer hours, so I will be working with our youth as well. They've been doing a fantastic job. But I will definitely be looking into hiring folks as well in my facilities.
Come on now.
I would just like to say, in all the community. And this is going to draw a close to our interview, you guys, and I want to present to you author Vontreece Steele.
And we gonna party and turn over here. Y'all got plenty of food and drink.
Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start the sign of what you came here for your books to get signed. You are the first group to get your book signed.